Hey everybody, I just flew back from Canada and boy are my arms tired. Anyway, so there was no episode last week because I was out at Fertile Equinox. And unfortunately, one of the things I didn't get to try while I was up in Canada were beaver tails. So let's make some ourselves. Okay, here for our ingredients, we have a 1/4 ounce packet of active dry yeast, a 1/4 cup of water warmed up to about 110 degrees Fahrenheit, a teaspoon of sugar, 1/2 cup of milk, also warmed up to about 110 degrees Fahrenheit, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 egg, 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and about 2.5 cups of flour. And then over here for our little coating is 1/2 cup of sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Okay, so first off, we're going to add the yeast, that warm water, and the teaspoon of sugar to a large bowl. Stir those together real quick and let it sit for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to throw in everything else except for the flour. So the warm milk, the oil, the butter, the egg, the vanilla, the other sugar, and the salt. And then stir that together. And then we're going to add the flour about 1/2 cup at a time and mix that together. And keep beating it together with a dough hook. Make sure you have a dough hook on here. Keep beating that together until it forms a nice ball of dough. And then we're going to put that in a greased bowl, cover it with plastic wrap, and let it sit for about 30 to 45 minutes until it doubles in size. Okay, so now I'll combine the yeast, the warm water, and our little tablespoon of sugar. And hopefully I don't drop this. Oop. Oop. I immediately dropped it. I'm dumping the yeast all over the counter. Awesome. I love it. There we go. Okay. I can save it. It's all good. There we go. Whoop. There. There, saved it. Never mind, that's not quite hitting the bottom of the bowl, so I'll go grab a spatula really quick. Okay, and I will see you back here in like 5 minutes. All right, and now that our yeast has got that nice foamy texture, I'm going to throw in everything else besides the flour. Forgot the milk. There we go. Okay. And now we'll add the flour about 1/2 cup at a time. Okay, and then we'll throw this into our other greased up bowl and we'll let it sit till it doubles in size. Okay, now that our dough is nice and risen, we're gonna lay it out on a floured surface, flatten it out into a rectangle, and then cut it into 8 pieces. Then we're gonna shape those pieces into a little oval to look like a beaver tail. And then we're gonna take a knife and score little X's all across the top to look more like a beaver tail. And then we're gonna lay those on a floured cookie sheet, cover them with a towel, and let them sit about 10 minutes to rise. And then we'll fry them. I'm just gonna do this by hand for fun. Grab a spatula really quick. Okay, and now cover these up for about 10 minutes and fry them up. All right, and now we're gonna take a large pot and add enough vegetable oil to run about 1.5 inches up the side of the pot. Heat that over medium heat, and then we're gonna take our beaver tails in little batches of about 2 or 3 and fry them up about 2 to 3 minutes per side until they're golden brown. Take them out and lay them out on a paper towel to drain. And then right after they're drained and they're still hot, run them through our cinnamon sugar mixture. And then we're done. All right, here we go. First time frying something on Baking in Blue. Wish me luck. So this is just the half cup of sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon that we set aside at the beginning. Just stirred together. These are the big, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, saved it, we're good. Okay. Yeah, don't do that. And I do have my nice protected talons for this, so I can't tell how hot these still are. They might be too hot to touch with your little fleshy bits, so if they are, be careful. Use some tongs if you need to. So very carefully pick this up and move it over here. Whoop, whoop. Sorry. Above the camera, sorry. Yep, there we go. Got it. Okay. There we go. Okay, so it's worth mentioning, since this is my first time frying something on here, when you're done with vegetable oil like that, frying something, never dump it down your drain. It ruins the plumbing system. Don't do it. Especially if you have a septic tank. Then you'll be paying a lot for it. Leave it in the container that you boiled it in. Leave it there to cool. And then pour it back into the container that you got the oil in. And then just throw it in your garbage. Okay, and there we go. Okay, and there we go. So about the oil there, that also goes for things like bacon grease too. But I sprinkled the extra cinnamon sugar over the top. Just a little bit, I rolled it through. You can already taste it pretty well. So if you want to add more, then go ahead. But otherwise, they're totally fine as is. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Next week, we're gonna pick up again on our little cinnamon sugar craze, and we're gonna make some cinnamon sugar butter cookies. They sounded exactly like snickerdoodles, but I'm wondering how they're different, so let's try them out. So maybe back here next week for that. Same time, same place. Until then, I hope you all have a great week. Love you all. Bye.